Hello! You're watching NNN, or New Nintendo News. This is a gaming show where we keep you up to date with the latest. Yes guys, we're going to keep you up to date with the latest Nintendo related gaming news. And sometimes we also cover PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, but we're not going to do that today. We're not. On today's show, Nintendo have just announced that they will be releasing a brand new game this summer. And nobody saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. To be honest, I'm not even really that excited about it. But we're going to give you the rundown. We're going to keep you up to date. We're going to keep you in the loop. Nintendo also finally dropped the release date for Bayonetta 3. Oh yes, we've only been waiting 5 years for it, Nintendo and Platinum Games. It's about them time. It's about them time. In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to put me up. And the GoldenEye remake rumors are hotting up again. I mean, is the game coming or not? Is the game coming or not, Microsoft, Rare, Nintendo, MGM, Sony Pictures? What are you doing? Get the game released. And Lego have returned with another Nintendo Lego set. Yeah, £229. There's a cost of living crisis going on, Lego. What are you doing? Kicking off our first story, yes, Lego have announced that they would be launching another gigantic sized Lego set. Yes, Lego have announced the next figure in their Nintendo adult Lego range, and it's going to be Bowser.
From the darkest corner of the Lego Super Mario universe, the mighty Bowser.
It's a 12-inch Lego Bowser. What the hell? The Lego Bowser stands at 12.5 inches in height and comes in at a whopping 2,807 pieces. Wow! Just for comparison, first Nintendo Lego adult set that was released was this NES with the TV with the side-scrolling Mario on the screen. That one came in at 2,646 pieces. The next set, which was the Nintendo 64 power-up block, which was a homage to Mario 64 with all the secret compartments in there, came in at a whopping 2,064 pieces. See what they did there though with the 64? Mario 64, 2,064 pieces in the Lego set. That's pretty good. You got me there, Lego. You got me there, Lego. The Lego Mighty Bowser comes in at 2,807 pieces. What the hell? Who's got time for that? Well, to be honest, I have time for that. So if anybody wants to buy me the Lego Mighty Bowser set, birthday's in 2 weeks. It's got movable hands and limbs and arms and fingers. You can move Bowser's head and tilt it to the side, open his mouth and stuff. You can shoot fireballs. He shoots fireballs out of his mouth, and because his limbs are posable, when you pick him up, it looks like he's jumping. Do you remember on Mario 64 when you'd encounter Bowser in a boss battle and you'd be on the circle platform, and it'd be like boom, 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 and the music would be like and it'd be like boom, boom, and he'd stomp on you. That's what you can make him do. Look, it looks like that when you hold him and pick him up. It looks sick. It looks sick. I want it. And it's also got interactivity with the Lego Mario starter kit. So Mario can boom, 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 jump on Bowser. And yeah, you can add him to the Lego starter kit. Insane. Yeah, you can just recreate big, epic Bowser boss battles and with Lego now. Remember on the boss level where you pick Bowser up by the tail and you'd swing around, vroom, 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 and you'd be like, "So long, gay Bowser!" Why did it say "So long, gay Bowser"? They actually ended up editing it out in future re-releases, but anyway. So yes, it looks like the Lego Mighty Bowser set will be launching on October the 1st. It will be £229.99 in the UK. Very expensive, but very cool nonetheless. Yes. So yeah. So I think it's about time that we talk about the amazing Platinum Games exclusive that's coming to Nintendo Switch. Bayonetta 3. Yes! Yes, Platinum Games finally dropped a trailer on Nintendo's YouTube channel 2 days ago, and the game looks fantastic. They finally filled in a few more plot details, so we finally get an idea of what the storyline's about. They've shown us more gameplay, they've shown us more cutscenes, and let me tell you, this game looks fantastic. Well done, Platinum Games. Well done. Yes, Bayonetta 3 finally has been given the release date. The game was unveiled all the way back in 2017 at the Video Games Awards, and we've never seen anything of it since. I mean, during that time, Platinum Games have released the phenomenal game Astral Chain, which is also a Nintendo Switch exclusive, which released in 2019. That game went on to sell over 1 million copies, maybe even 2 million. It could have been 2 million copies, we don't know. Can we get the numbers up? Bill, can you get those numbers up for me, please? How many copies did it sell? Yeah, 1 million. Yeah, so the game sold 1 million copies on the Nintendo Switch, which is actually one of Platinum Games' highest selling titles of all time. So it would appear that Platinum Games have a great working relationship with Nintendo. They've already worked on the highly acclaimed Astral Chain, which actually, interesting fact, is now owned by Nintendo. Nintendo owned this IP, Astral Chain. So maybe we might see more sequels from this franchise, more collaborations with Platinum Games. But at least we've got Bayonetta 3 to look forward to in no less than July, August, September, October. 3 months! It's coming in 3 months! Oh my god, that's coming in 3 months! But I mean, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Bayonetta 3. They are fully using all the power of the Nintendo Switch. This game just looks absolutely crazy, totally over the top. I love like the whole kaiju element, like just big, massive Godzilla-sized monsters just destroying buildings and tearing up the place. The storyline looks a lot of fun, although to be fair, the storyline in Bayonetta never made any sense to me. I don't know, I actually don't know what's going on. I played Bayonetta 1 and 2 and I don't understand what's happening. Yeah, but the trailer featured like a loads of characters. It looks like there was loads of Bayonettas in there. It looks like you'll be jumping universes or worlds, or everyone's doing this whole multiverse kind of thing. But it looks like you'll be traveling to different worlds, meeting other Bayonettas, other witches. There was actually a new character reveal, and there's a new character in there called Viola. She was teased in the last Bayonetta trailer, but I actually thought it was the guy from Devil May Cry 3. Is he called Vigil or Virgil or whatever? I actually thought it was him, but turns out it's not. I actually thought there was going to be a Devil May Cry Bayonetta 3 crossover happening, but it turns out there wasn't. I mean, yeah, the game looks great. By all means, it's not gonna, you know, shift a ton of Nintendo Switches, but it's a really good end of the year third-party exclusive game that I'm excited to play. Oh, they are actually also releasing a limited edition, $79.99, called the Masquerade. Is it a Trinity Masquerade edition? Have a look here. So looking on the Nintendo eShop, it's actually sold out already. $79.99 and it's sold out like that. So yes, it looks like Bayonetta 3 will be launching on October the 28th, just in time for Halloween. Yes, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Moving on to our next story, Nintendo also dropped a trailer last week. This week? I don't even know. Nintendo also dropped a trailer for a brand new game. Nobody saw it coming. I mean, to be honest, the game's not that great, but still, it's a game that nobody knew of. The game that I'm talking that's just been announced is called Kirbys Dream Buffet. Yes, what is it? I don't know. It kind of looks like Fall Guys, to be honest. I saw the trailer and it reminded me of Fall Guys, and I thought, what is this? Upon closer inspection, it doesn't really look like Fall Guys. Kirbys Dream Buffet, I mean, to me, appears to be a racing game. It appears to be a multiplayer, online or local co-op racing game. You race against 4 other opponents to get to the end of the race course. Along the way, it looks like you can inhale. It looks like you can inhale food to make Kirby grow bigger, which then you can use your size to trample enemies. It looks like you can also absorb food from the course using Kirby's copy ability, which then turns Kirby into some kind of treat, whether it's a big bar of chocolate or a cake. It looks like you eat the most food and then you get weighed in at the end, and then whoever's the fattest Kirby wins the race. This game better be cheap. Don't come out boxed retail game for $39.99, let me tell ya. This game better be cheap because it looks cheap. I want to see this on the Nintendo eShop for $7.99. Nintendo. Better yet, just dash it in on the Nintendo Switch Plus online expansion pack service for free. Give us value for that subscription service. Because I mean, to be honest, this game, what is it? It says roll through a smorgasbord of food-themed stages in 4 rounds of 4-player fun as Kirby, who seems rounder than usual. Race through delicious obstacle courses to collect strawberries as Kirby grows, then turn the tides in the final round, a fruity fight atop a floating platform. Roll through delicious food-themed course obstacles in 4-player matches, collect strawberries to grow bigger and prepare for the final battle. So yeah, it looks like Kirby's Dream Buffet will be launching on Nintendo eShop exclusively. It just says summer 2022, so I don't know when that's coming. Nintendo will just tell us when they feel like it. They haven't given us a release date yet. I mean, this title looks really light. 4 courses, is that all? 4 courses. What is this? Talking about another game that doesn't have a release date. Advance Wars!
Advance Wars. You'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles.
Where's Advance Wars, Nintendo? Where's Advance Wars? It was supposed to come out in December last year. You said the game needed more work. That's absolutely fine. There was a load of games to play last year at Christmas anyway. The game was supposed to come out in April. It didn't, because you said it was insensitive to release the game with the war going on in Russia and Ukraine. Oh, now I'm still waiting for the game to be released, Nintendo. What's happening? Where's Advance Wars? Bring the game out now. I know the game's completed. I know you've got the game finished. The game's finished. Send your servers. Just drop the game today. Release the game now. This war in Russia and Ukraine is never going to stop. When's the game coming? I'll tell you what other game's not being released due to the war in Russia and Ukraine. GoldenEye! Yes, the GoldenEye remake. It looks like it's actually happening. GoldenEye 007. Yes, the N64 version. It could be happening, but it's not being released because of the war in Russia and Ukraine. Let me tell you more. Moving on to our next story. Yes, GoldenEye 007 is coming back out, mate. Yes, the beloved N64 classic has been remade for Xbox consoles, Nintendo console. Well, supposedly, this is all rumour. This is all rumour. So I'm going to read the article and I'm going to explain. Reading the article on Eurogamer, it says rumours of a GoldenEye remake have been swirling for some time. They have been swirling for some time. Everyone's been speculating about it. Everyone's been talking about it. Everyone's been asking, where is GoldenEye? But the rumours have started heating up recently due to the fact that the developers of the GoldenEye remake, Rare, have been playing the game. They've been unlocking achievements for it. They've been unlocking achievements for GoldenEye. People in Rare's headquarters playing the game. Rare employees are playing the game. Why he's playing the game? He's not supposed to be working. Unless you're working on GoldenEye. The article says that the achievement list, which was scooped off Microsoft servers, includes 55 new awards and an 1,000-point gamer score for completing the game's campaign and playing its various multiplayer modes. Achievement artwork even includes screenshots from the classic James Bond shooter. It's coming. So the article then goes on to say the ongoing effect of Russia's invasion of Ukraine have left the project announcement in limbo. So yeah, GoldenEye, another game with no release date for, in limbo, just stuck. We won't know when it's coming due to the war in Ukraine. I mean, in GoldenEye they go to Russia to start beef, so yeah, I mean it makes sense. But what about all the other wars that's going on in the world? You don't stop game releases when there's wars going on in the Middle East. Don't start delaying games because you think this war's insensitive when there's wars going on every single day, man. So yeah, anyway, yeah, due to the war in Russia and Ukraine, it now looks like the GoldenEye remake is in limbo. Never to be released. Moving on to our next story. Nintendo have finally got a movie studio. Oh my days. Nintendo's making movies. Nintendo's making movies. Well. Let me stop. Slow down. Rewind. Let me explain. Yes, it looks like Nintendo are going to do a Marvel and they have brought their own in-house movie production studio so they can handle everything themselves. This is it. This is Nintendo Phase 1. This is the first phase of the Nintendo shared movie universe. Well, do you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. It's Nintendo we're talking about. Nintendo are never going to be that ambitious. Nintendo are never going to make a shared cinematic universe with all their video game IP and franchises and release films in the cinema. It's just not going to happen. However, let me give you the story. Let me give you the rundown. Let me tell you what's going on. So reading an article on Nintendo Life, it says, Nintendo to acquire Dynamo Pictures will rename it Nintendo Pictures. Who are Dynamo Pictures? I'm going to tell you more now. Now, Dynamo Pictures mainly focus on CGI work, motion capture and virtual reality content. They have actually produced stuff for Nintendo before. One of the main pieces of work that they did was the Pikmin animated shorts, which were released on the Nintendo 3DS and the Nintendo Wii U. We're going to play a clip of the Pikmin shorts just so you can get an idea of the visual fidelity that we're dealing with. Well, to be honest, don't judge the visual quality from this Pikmin short because it's quite old. Reading the official documentation on the acquisition, and Nintendo have said Nintendo has decided to acquire 100% of the outstanding shares of Dynamo Pictures and make it a wholly owned subsidiary to strengthen the planning and production structure of visual content in the Nintendo group. Oh my days, yes. What does this mean for Nintendo going forward? I don't know. I mean, you know, we do have the Super Mario movie's been delayed. Breaking news. It's not actually breaking news, it's old news, but we just forgot to report about it. But the Super Mario movie's been delayed till April 2023. Epic fail, Nintendo. Epic fail. You were supposed to launch in December 2022. You would have absolutely made a ton of money releasing Mario as the main Christmas movie of 2022. It's been delayed till 2023, hasn't it? Shigeru Miyamoto dropped a tweet on the Nintendo of America's website saying, "My deepest apologies, but I promise it will be well worth the wait." Is that all he had to say? Is that all he's literally got to say? Nintendo could have postponed this movie for a lot of reasons. They are very, very protective over their IP, and maybe their cartoons just not reaching the levels that they expect it to be at. I mean, Nintendo don't want to get burnt with another rubbish Super Mario movie. Chris Pratt's voice, I mean, the man who's voicing Mario, has he got that right? Have you got that laid down yet, Chris Pratt? Have you been in the booth to record some lines and got it right? Because if it's not right and Shigeru Miyamoto don't like it, we're gonna get delays. However, Nintendo could just be scared because Sonic movie came out this year. It would be a bit embarrassing if the Mario movie came out and didn't actually beat Sega and Sonic's box office sales. Mario can't really be getting beat up by Sonic. It's not the 90s.
Wow, Sonic's fast too.
No, over here.
I like Genesis, and it costs a lot less.
Wait, kid, that game
I'll
there.
take Sonic and Genesis.
I knew that.
Maybe Nintendo just want to launch a all-out attack at the same time. So, you know, 2023, we'll be getting the unveiling of the new theme park in Japan. We'll be getting the Mario movie. We'll be getting some other TV shows from this new company that are making Nintendo projects. We don't know what's going to happen. But Nintendo have always said that they want to push and expand their IP to get it out into the consciousness so people are more aware of Nintendo's games. Anyway, Nintendo now have an in-house studio called Nintendo Pictures. What are they going to do with it? I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, what I would love is for Nintendo to use this production company as a means of creating Nintendo content. I want the Netflix shows. I want to see content from all of Nintendo's franchises, basically. On the flip side of that, if you don't intend to give us TV shows about your beloved franchises, if we're not going to get the Legend of Zelda TV show, if we're not going to get an animated Kirby or Star Fox or WarioWare TV show, that's fine. What I will need from you, Nintendo, is a heavy investment in CGI cutscenes in your video games. Let me tell you, I just love watching CGI cutscenes of Nintendo characters just living their life in the Mushroom Kingdom or any Nintendo universe. I love it. Smash Brothers, the Subspace Emissary cutscenes on Smash Brothers were some of the best things that I've ever watched in my life. It was like watching a fully living, breathing cartoon. If you give us stuff like that, I'm happy. I'm happy. And that's all we have time for today. You know, that's all we've got time for today. It's just a quick show, just loads of little small stories, just delivered to you. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back soon with another episode of NNN. Thank you and good night.